All right, everybody, the last challenge we're going to go over today.
We'll now begin the push-up section. Ready?
Okay, everybody, the last challenge we're going to go over today is the mile challenge. And you're going to be timing yourself, trying to complete a mile as fast as you can. And I'm going to go over some tips to success and talk about the mile a little bit. Remember, it's 5,280 feet is the official mile, and we will go over some things that should help you be successful in the mile. All right, here we go. All right, everybody, so this is the explanation of the mile or the mile run. And don't forget, the mile is a distance run, okay? So it'll generally take people between about 7 and 14 minutes straight running. It will be about the range that we'll see people doing the mile in, depending on your fitness. And this is one that really, I would say, requires the most training out of all these. They all require training, but the mile is one that you really, if you aren't used to running long distance, you don't just want to start off trying to run the mile and get timed. You really want to work your way up to it. So working your way up to it might be something like trying to run for 2 minutes without stopping, or maybe 3 minutes or 4 minutes, and then work your way up. Now, if you do have the fitness right now and you are ready to run the mile and you can run for at least 7 minutes, 7 to 14 minutes without stopping, then go for it, try it out. But we're all different, and training is really important. Now, the number one thing we talk about in PE about the mile is your pace or your speed, okay? So remember, the mile is a distance. So when you're doing the mile, your speed is about this, okay? Jogging, about this speed, medium speed, okay? This is a walk, okay? And that's a sprint, okay? You don't want to sprint when you're trying to do your mile because you can't keep that going for the whole time. And you don't want to walk either because you won't get a good time. So you want to kind of find that good, nice rhythm that you can keep up for long periods of time. And as you get more fit, you can keep a faster pace without losing your breath. It's called aerobic, where you can actually breathe and have enough oxygen to keep going. Now, a couple things to help you out. First of all, training-wise, you can just go out in your neighborhood and run for a set amount of time. You don't even have to really measure anything out. You can just start training and run for maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes or more or less. You can go to a track. If you go to a traditional track, like at a high school or a college where they have all the lanes, those are a quarter-mile track, okay? So you would have to go 4 times around, and then that would give you your mile time, okay? If you went 4 times around a traditional quarter-mile track. Now, we do have tracks. So if you wanted to train at Neil Cummins, the track there is 1/8 of a mile. So if you went 8 times around that Neil Cummins track on the blacktop, that would be your mile. And you could do the math, but if you did 4 times around that, that'd be a half mile, 2 times, quarter mile. The pond, a lot of people talk about running around the pond. I measured the pond last year, and we figured out it was 5 times around the pond is a mile, okay? So that's 5 times around the pond would be a mile. And if you're at the Cove, we worked it out, that's a 1/10 of a mile track, the whole blacktop around the track. So if you did 10 of those, that would equal a mile, or 5 would be the half mile. Once again, you can also measure out something in your neighborhood if you'd like, if you have permission. Remember, it's 5,280 feet, and there's lots of measuring apps on cell phones. So have fun with this mile, train, 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 and we will take your best mile time at the end of the year, and hopefully you have fun with it and you can do it as many times as you want and have fun. Okay, bye everybody.